Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to anybody that was here earlier. Anyways, welcome back to you. And tonight we've got the ReGen Invitational, brought to you by the ReGen organization, partnered with Nexus Gaming Series. And tonight we are supporting the Military and Veteran Gamers charity. We'll talk about that a little bit throughout the night. I'm your host tonight, Aero, and I am joined by Lulu, Commissioner of NGS Spam. How you doing tonight, Lulu? You know what? I'm corona-free, so I'm feeling pretty happy. I suppose technically I haven't been tested, so I guess technically I can't 100% say no. Yeah. All right, well... So what do we got going on tonight? So we've got a game between ReGen and House of Chez. These are Division C East teams. They've played each other not all that long ago. And let's actually take a quick look at how do the standings look for this. So there were 16 teams in the Invitational bracket, which is the bracket we're looking at. Both Challenger and Invitational have 16. ReGen was the 7th seed. House of Chez the 10th seed. And I believe, if I remember correctly, that ReGen was number 2 in Division C East, and House of Chez maybe 3, if I remember correctly, somewhere around there. So we do have some results so far here. So I've got the bracket filled out for at least the 8. The winner of this matchup is going to be playing against ReGen Phoenix, actually. So that should be exciting. Yeah. And then after this, on Bahamut's stream, can't hear Lulu. Uh-oh, why can't we hear you? Game sound is... Alright. Hold up. Sec, fixing sound issue. Alright, well then, let's see. So that means that it's probably thinking that you're on a different thing. So let me fix that real quick. But anyways, while I fix that, the... Yeah, you should probably talk to the people. They'd love it. Yeah, give me 1 second here. Let's see, which one is that? That should be this one. There we go. Hold up. And it is... Stop singing Jeopardy!
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right.
I have no voice. I can't be singing.
There we go. You made it.
Hey!
Say hello to the people, Lulu.
Oh, hello everyone. I probably exist now.
There you go. So we got our people. Let's see. So this is the bracket as it sits right now for the Invitational. After this, whoever wins will be playing ReGen Phoenix next week. And then, of course, Ban Cho will be playing against whoever wins the matchup tonight from Bahamut's stream there. So... it looks like our teams are both ready to go, so I think we're good to maybe get things started.
Sounds good.
In the meantime, let me tell you a little bit about this military and veteran gamers charity. So their mission specifically, I'm going to just read you the mission statement because I figure that's the best way to tell you about who they are. So according to the National Alliance of Mental Health, nearly 1 in 4 active duty members show signs of mental health condition. In addition, PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, rates are 15 times higher, and depression rates are 5 times higher than that of civilians. In order to improve military and veteran health and help with coping in civilian life, MVG provides veteran-to-veteran support, official military chaplains, a safe, non-toxic environment, voice channels in Discord, veteran live streaming opportunities, fundraising for those that are in need, expense-paid retreats, all kinds of things to help out those our current and former service members, and we appreciate that. So if you are able to, feel free to hit the... I think it's ! donate button? Not button. Just type it out in chat and it'll give you a link there. That being said, we're all set up and in the draft. Uh-oh.
Whoa.
Well...
Have you not been on the draft screen?
No, not on this draft screen. I wonder if I can... I don't think I can. Can't really adjust those things. So...
They're not reassuring things to hear.
Well, you'll see it if you look at the screen. The teams are kind of awkwardly placed. I don't want to put away the overlay. We'll leave the overlay as it is. So, all right.
I like how big I am on the screen.
Yeah?
Yeah, very important.
So, other than that, we have some bands. What do you think of these bands so far?
The Falstad's a little bit interesting, and that seems like what you would expect.
So Kael'thas and ETC. So on Infernal Shrines, Kael'thas brings a lot of value. He's able to throw living bombs onto minions and spread that damage. Couple that with an ETC, say, Power Slide Mosh Pit, and you can find yourself on the receiving end of quite a bit of damage.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Scary combo they got built in there.
And they switched sides. Oh, they're killing me, guys. They're killing me. So the draft overlay that was provided to me has this built-in top-level stuff. So I think I can get rid of the other overlay. I just don't have the team names then. So we'll see if I can adjust that on the fly. Well, Lucio's going to get banned out here. Kind of a surprising one.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, these teams played each other last season, so they probably know a little bit about each other. Could be targeted ban.
Well, and coincidentally, I was just casting a match that some of these players may have watched. It was the playoff match between House of Chez and CT Hanware Drift, and they did play a Lucio on this map.
Did you just, like, provide a scouting cast for Die for Vision? Aero.
I mean, I'm not saying that they watched it. All right, we're going to see the Anduin coming out for Shamhat and Imperius. So the ETC Imperius is kind of a scary setup there. And then you've got Gravity Lapse from Kael'thas. There's a lot of potential. Oh, it wasn't this map. It was Cursed Hollow. What am I thinking? Never mind.
Okay, totally different then.
Let's see. Cast Whipping Arrow. I will not be silenced. Okay, caught up on chat. So, speaking of not being silenced, Stukov's in the house now.
Excellent segue there, Aero.
It's what I do. Let's see. Can I just drop that? And drop that. So the real problem here is that I can't move the draft overlay, so the red and blue like icons don't line up with the circle. Yikes.
This is all fine. It's draft. They're just here for the heroes. They don't care about the other stuff, right?
Exactly.
And a Sylvanas for Die for Vision. Ah, speaking of silence arrows.
We're doing it on the fly, folks. So what do you think of these drafts? What do you think, Lulu?
Die for Vision's comp seems very annoying and kind of scary to deal with. But also the Stukov's Silence Arm could just mess up everyone's day when they're all trying to fight on the point or whatever.
Absolutely.
Oh, they've got Chez Mix on their team? Is he the one House of Chez is named after?
I'm not positive. Could be.
Aero, you're supposed to be all-knowing. You cast literally everyone last season.
No, I missed a couple teams. But I was close.
Never mind. You failed.
All right, well, let's go ahead and get our teams introduced here. You know what? I'll start on the left with House of Chez. We've got Flash on the Mephisto, another hero that they played in that last match. Mariners 005 playing Blaze, the Dude playing Diablo, Caribou on Stukov, and Tychus going to be played by Chesmix.
And for Die for Vision, they've got Shamhat on the Anduin, Leonidas on ETC, Darker Black on Sylvanas, Sulfide on Kael'thas, and Atlas on the Imperius.
All right, well, what we didn't have last match was the overlay, so now we can actually check in on those questing talents. And look at all those zeros on those questing talents. It's so nice to see them there. Power Slide coming in on the Blaze with Mephisto getting caught by the Imperius. And I gotta say, Imperius and all those stuns that I mentioned earlier, like, Mephisto seems like a really ballsy pick into this. Right? Like, you pop a Shade of Mephisto and suddenly you've got a Celestial Charge in your face followed up by a Power Slide followed up by a Gravity Lapse and you're just dead.
Yeah. Just, don't get hit by the CC, Aero. Duh.
Oh, silly me. Just avoid it all. Makes a lot of sense. Chez wins because portrait synergy, says JakeBot. Well, fair enough. JakeBot would know, right?
He's bringing up a good point. Portrait synergy does, in fact, make your team perform better. That is science.
I don't know. Sounds like 5G causes coronavirus level of science to me. But in the meantime, we have siege camps getting picked up here. Pretty heavy commitment from both teams, too. We do have ETC picking up the XP in the mid lane there. Flash gonna push him back a little bit. As both teams looking to pick up that XP in the bot lane.
Every time you say Flash, I just want to say, oh.
Okay, well, the charge there from Diablo flip into the Stukov silence. That's going to be first blood going over to House of Chez.
You do know that song, right?
I mean, yes, but I totally can't place it right now. Speaking, flip into the silence there. Darker Black getting caught by Diablo, but is able to make it out. Didn't get the stun out of that shadow charge. Let's see. Hasn't played an NGS since Season 3, but he's all the knowledge on winning. Sounds about right. Exactly. JakeBot gets it.
Well, he's a bot. Bots know everything.
All right, so the first shrine of the game is coming up here. It's going to be an arcane shrine, and we do see now House of Chez making their way up to their shaman camp. Kael'thas already on theirs now. Does Solar just die to us? Really close.
I feel like he should be running home. The objective is spawning, and he's got nothing.
Yeah, so it's going to get taken a little bit later than House of Chez's. That probably, I think that favors them slightly, because it means that they'll be a little bit closer to their own side. Maybe the towers will be able to help.
True. Imperius is not terribly healthy coming into this, though, and low mana.
Well, Mephisto's going to be able to use that Shade of Mephisto and his Lightning Nova to get a little bit of damage, but at least so far it's not enough that Anduin can't just clean it up. And the power slide coming from ETC, a little bit early there, going in before the Shade came out. Diablo getting the shadow charge there in on Imperius. Blaze coming in with that jet propulsion, and that's going to be another kill. Tychus making use of his minigun to just shred the health of these tanks. Oh, nice knockback there from the face melt. Likely saving Leonidas' life. I'm pretty sure that the dude there on Diablo would have been able to shove him into that wall, and if he gets that stun into that wall, that's a dead ETC.
Sure.
While almost down here, the leap over the wall, Mephisto coming in with it, and the Punisher with that stun able to take out Kael'thas. ETC getting very close, but not quite able to keep up with him. But
that was a very big John Cena play from the Punisher.
You know, sometimes the Punisher just has to punish.
Punisher's gotta punish.
I do have to say, like, Punishers punish poor positioning more so than just about any hero in the game can. Like,
please
Alarak
say that
probably
3 times fast.
I don't even remember what I said. Yeah.
Oh, is this a flank catch? Oh, by Diablo.
I don't know. I think Diablo makes it out. Yeah, like,
just kidding.
They had all the CCs in the world, but they didn't quite line them up well enough to make sure he died.
By 4 people.
Yeah. Root almost catching the Blaze, but not quite close enough there. Diablo going to make it back, and Power Slide just a little bit too late there to catch on Atlas's Celestial Charge. So it looks like they've got all the pieces, but they don't have the puzzle quite fit together yet, right? They're still trying to work out the timing of how to make those CC chains work. And now with level 10, we're going to see House of Chez, I think, get pretty aggressive here.
Yeah, they got over a level lead here that they're going to have this advantage.
Well, Diablo just shadow charged a wall. Believe it or not, it didn't stun the wall.
How do you know?
Because the wall didn't have that little swoon moment like players do.
Diablo makes the players swoon. Confirmed.
There's the jet propulsion with the Apocalypse, but the Leap of Faith going to get ETC out. Sulfide, however, not in as good a position, but ETC's going to get the peel with that Power Slide. So no deaths in that engagement. I think that's about as good as you could hope for if you're Die for Vision there.
Yeah, that almost got very scary and bad for them, but they're able to keep everyone alive.
Yeah, Punishers punish poor positioning. See?
Yeah,
it's real easy.
Say that 3 times fast.
I think that the people only need to hear it once. We got some smart people out there. They know that if you're playing against a Punisher, that they punish poor positioning. And if they didn't before today, they definitely know now.
Aero dropping the knowledge.
Right? But the wall did attack.
The wall attacked Aero?
Yeah. The wall attacked. Not the wall, the tower. The tower attacked.
Okay.
He didn't shadow charge the wall. He shadow charged the tower. I probably said the wall because it's all really part of the same.
Diablo shadow charged the wall.
Yeah.
That's what started all of this. Just going to retcon, change it.
It's all part of the wall. All right, so Blaze down by himself in the 3 here. And here comes the rest of the team now. Die for Vision does have a camp going against him. Diablo's going to get triple stunned there. Rooted as well. The silence coming out. And Diablo's going to just go ahead and walk away. Here comes the Apocalypse. Mariners with the big combustion. And they get the ETC. Oh, man. The Angelic Armament's almost landing onto Blaze. But really all it did was give him a haircut that you can't even get these days.
Die for Vision had 2 people so low on House of Chez, but weren't able to get either of the kills. Feels bad, man.
I'm kind of amazed that they're still here. There's the Light Bomb coming in. Consume Souls as well. The Leap of Faith going to pull Atlas out in the, what was that? Flailing Swipe knocked him all into the corner, but everybody was so far away they couldn't follow up on that. Beef. Why are we talking about beef? Swoon beef?
It's what's for dinner.
I wish it was for dinner. Oh, this is where Diablo dies, right? There's the gravity lapse. They just need the follow-up. There's the Celestial Charge. Gonna get the
Not so
Shadow
fast,
Charge.
Aero.
Right? And it's actually ETC that falls. They still don't get the Diablo. Diablo making it out with about 200 health.
He's already escaped 3 times with virtually no health bar this game.
Make it a 4th in a second here. The tower trying to get him some shots. Mephisto getting caught by Sylvanas, but they get the kill onto Sylvanas, so... 1 for 1. And I don't know if I like that trade because Sylvanas, I mean, they were out of position. There probably was no way that Sylvanas was going to get back over here. But Sylvanas is how they clear these Punishers, too. Kael'thas isn't going to do it.
But Sylvanas got the moral victory kill.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to die anyways, you may as well get the counter kill, right? So that is helpful.
John Cena, not done yet, even though all his friends left.
Yeah, he's just going to get a little bit of damage onto the wall here, maybe even a couple of mortars there onto the tower. And the rest of House of Chez now going to pick up the siege camp on that aggressive side. 14 to 13 on the levels, 6 to 1 on kills though. Die for Vision a little bit behind on the kills here. Not for lack of trying. How many times have we seen so many heroes so close to death?
Yeah, I mean, just like we said, the Diablo has almost died at least 3 times. So it could be much closer in kills.
And I do want to point, we do have in the rhythm, and with the Diablo and Blaze, with those stuns, that's a lot of damage onto whoever Tychus is able to just sit there and AFK his minigun on. You think? Good talk.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, this is very not good.
Blaze looking for the Kael'thas, does get 2 with his combustion there. Diablo's going to shadow charge in onto Kael'thas, but not able to get the kill thanks to the mana addict here. A lot of ultimates going out. And this time it's Die for Vision saying, haha, we're getting away.
Everybody used their ultimates except for Imperius, and no one died.
Well, speaking of Imperius, looking for the Blaze, there's the stun follow-up. That's what we were looking for. Oh, can they get this Mephisto? They've got the angelic armaments. He's coming right back.
Bud.
There you go.
It was an effort was made there, but that really just let them entirely surround his body.
Yep. Craziness. Well, Siege Camp is going in the bot lane here. It does have a catapult, so getting some damage. Looks like that first tower will go down, and check it out. The next Punisher is bot lane. It's a frozen Punisher. If you're House of Chez, this is looking pretty solid. This is a great position to be in. If you can get this next Punisher, you might be able to win the game here.
Yeah, Die for Vision is almost back on even talent here, though. I don't know why they're trying to fight without 16s.
Ah, they're just trying to get 16s, see?
Yeah. That's why they ran at the end of the team.
That's why they win?
But now they're going to be on even talent tiers for this objective, which is really important for Die for Vision here.
Yeah, I mean, this is kind of, I don't want to say it's a do or die moment for Die for Vision, but it's a significant problem if they lose this. Even if they don't lose the game, they very likely will lose their keep.
Right.
Oh no! Oh, the anti-synergy could cost them so much here. Leonidas is going to get the mosh pit. Light Bomb coming out as well. And Tychus getting a lot of damage, is going to fall there. Leap of Faith pulling ETC out. But still Diablo making it out somehow. Maybe? Can Sylvanas finish the job? Nope.
Nope.
Sure can't.
Nope. Nope. He doesn't die.
Diablo's sitting with full souls, and that is the only reason that Diablo is alive.
He is
5 times over.
Big boy right now.
For sure.
Oh.
Stukov with a big silence here. It's just Imperius over that wall. But it's 18 already here for Die for Vision. And still 5 seconds until Tychus is back on the map. So this pretty much all but sure for Die for Vision there. Oh no, Jet Propulsion getting the Kael'thas. But it's all right. They're not finishing that. It was, there were a couple of really good stuns there from Diablo and from Blaze, but the damage just wasn't there to finish the job.
Yeah, they didn't have their Tychus front and back.
All right, so Imperius on the other side of the wall did have the frozen though, right? Tower being shut down here by these frozen pulses. And House of Chez pulling back. Punisher still sitting at half health. And this Punisher, even more so than the others, can really cause a lot of havoc because of those roots. Caribou taking a little bit of flame strike damage. Of course, level 16, Kael'thas has Ignite, so he's adding on that living bomb anytime he hits somebody with flame strike there. Diablo gonna flip ETC over the wall, but the face melt knocking him back. Leap of Faith coming out, and this time it's living bomb, or light bomb rather, going on to the Imperius here. Big silence from Stukov, and so both of the tanks having to pull back. Darker Black trying to get what he can onto the Blaze, but instead I think Darker Black just dies.
Wow. That was such a big arm from Stukov with the silence.
Oh, does he? Oh no!
Oh my gosh!
So Diablo gets the ETC. He just dies here.
My friend.
So Die for Vision they get their fort. They get some damage into the keep wall, and then they start losing heroes here. And that's going to put House of Chez only a half a level away from level 20, as they're going to get this wall completed down here. I wonder if my Nightbot is doing the other things it's supposed to do. I hope it is. Here, let's make sure that these commands are working. Bracket. That it? No, it's got to be bracket. There it is.
Here come the cans. Do do do
There we go.
do. Here come the cans.
Yeah, so House of Chez working their way to level 20. As we've got Die for Vision getting their Shaman camp up top. Clearing
Still
out
a
mid lane.
long level away from getting 20.
The good thing for them is that a lot of this XP is coming into them, though. They've got 2 lanes of minions that are right here. They are, however, ignoring one of them. So there goes the Wailing Arrow, getting the silence. ETC ate a lot of damage there from the Mephisto. Is continuing here. The root out onto Diablo. Leap of Faith just a little bit too late. And Light Bomb gonna come out with the combustion there. Blaze getting stunned. Here comes the Consumed Souls. Everybody's still going to be okay with that, though. So the keep about to fall. We see the... I think that was a danger ping. I don't even think it was a retreat ping. The dude, once again, following every other engagement in this game so far, where he's leaving with, like, basically 10 to 15% health.
Yeah.
But
Vision does at least get a fort in all of that.
And they managed to save their keep. And all it cost them was an ETC life.
Rip ETC.
This is a good position here for the moment, but not for long here, as House of Chez is showing up. Mephisto able to hop over the wall and get a lot of damage out of that Lightning Nova here. But Blaze gonna get caught. Just kidding. Silence coming out. And ETC is returning, and he does have Mosh Pit. Let's see, how does that level 20 look?
And
It's
he's
done.
got the Death Mesh, according to my boots.
Jet Propulsion not hitting. There's the big Wailing Arrow, but the Mosh Pit misses entirely. It doesn't matter. The Blaze is going to be the first to fall. And here comes Odin as the dude surrounded by so many health bars on the red team, and Diablo falls, resetting those stacks. Tychus the next to fall. And just like that, with the morale boosting Mosh Pit, Die for Vision finds himself another Punisher.
Yeah, you know, Aero, it's not always about stunning your enemies. Sometimes it's just about cheering on your team.
Right? Sometimes you just gotta have a dance party. I gotta say, the positioning of that Shadow Charge into the Punisher did not look pleasant. I'm not saying anybody should clip that moment for the dude, but it looked a little bit awkward. Punisher jumping over the wall. It's sitting about half health there. Celestial Charge coming out, but I think it got interrupted by the silence.
There's some big fire on Stukov.
Yeah, that Ignite coming in handy. Along with Flamethrower there. There's the double stun, but Flailing Swipe's going to help out. Here comes the Combustion with Consumed Souls, but a big shield coming out. And everybody's really close. A big APOC. Oh, no. Sylvanas going to fall. The Leap of Faith coming out. Shadow Charge just pushing Imperius. And I got to say, Die for Vision is incredibly lucky there. They should have lost probably 4, if not all 5 of their heroes with how clumped they were there on that APOC.
Yeah. I mean, if ETC died, he would have at least, you know, had the death mosh to maybe save his friends, but they didn't need him to die. No sacrificial cow yet.
Not yet, and Mosh Pit is back up now, so with the Sylvanas down, though, that's a lot of their damage. They're going to need Kael'thas to do a lot of work here to make it work. But Diablo is going to get caught! And that is the
usual tricks with no souls.
That is the value of Flamethrower. You get so much additional range out of your Flame Strike. It's just nuts. And now with Sylvanas coming up, this is a little bit of a power play now for Die for Vision. But they're going to spend it on getting a siege camp so that Sylv can clean up the lanes that are pushed up pretty far. And with the keep down there, that's constant catapult pressure. Need to alleviate that a little bit.
Yes.
Sylvanas sitting at 114 stacks on her Unfurling Shadows. 10 seconds until Diablo. So now that we've gotten these camps here, I don't know. I guess we're clearing the lane. I was gonna say maybe they'll go get the Shaman camp, but that's not in the cards.
Want to try and get the if they can.
Yeah, I think they just waited a little too long. I mean, they're still gonna get it now, but I think they could have gotten it and gotten more out of it. But it worked.
We'll never know, Aero.
That's true. So now mid lane is equal. Both teams have their keeps down. The next Punisher is bot lane. Both teams have wall down. So this Punisher in the bot lane could very well make it to core. Now, whether or not it takes out a core, who knows? We are 23 minutes into the game. Punisher's going to be really strong. And this is cheeky. Getting the aggressive Shaman camp here. I don't know. Do they have any idea about this? Let's see. Vision on the right side. They don't know, so they're probably running into this blindly. Can they get a stun? There's the Celestial Charge onto Blaze. There's the Power Slide, and there's the kill. Wow. Blaze gone. Tychus popping Odin, but ultimately is just trying to disengage. I think he was looking for maybe sticking in with that if Blaze survives, but they got nothing. I don't like this call. 20 seconds of Blaze death time. I think that they should have been on this shrine, getting the shrine and pushing with, pushing with the Punisher.
Yeah.
And
also Imperius had to go back because there's a siege camp on their top tower.
Which makes sense. You wouldn't want them to potentially backdoor while you were doing this.
Right.
But now this is a 4v4. Imperius is on his way now. And Blaze will be up in 5 seconds. So by the time he's up, in theory, Die for Vision should be pretty close to finishing this. Oh, double Celestial Charge, but the Stukov getting the knockback there. 21 now. so far for Die for Vision. And we've got Celestia, or rather Imperius there. It is, along with the light bomb. The dude, I guess, used Hellgate to get out of there. Imperius going to be the first one to fall, and here comes a second, possibly Shamhat getting stunned against the wall. Tychus misses with a grenade. Somehow Shamhat surviving. We got to zoom out because I don't think we can see all the action going on here. Can Shamhat make it out? No way. No way. Well, okay then. Let's come check back up here. 38 to 39. The Punisher's gonna go over to House of Chez.
That was such a crazy fight.
Yikes! Like, Kael'thas tried hard, and we see here Kael'thas heading.
Trying to race?
I think this is gonna be tough for them to do. They do have some catapults here. Well, they have one. They have two coming in, so they gotta burn it quickly. But I don't think that's gonna. I don't think that's gonna do more than Punisher. I think that House of Chez just pushes here. They don't even need to bother going back. And here we go. So there goes. Oh yeah, core damage definitely in favor here of House of Chez. Celestial Charge coming in. It's not enough. Game number 1 going over to House of Chez.
Huh. It was a very back and forth game in the second half of that.
Absolutely. I mean, this was very similar to the games that I saw earlier between House of Chez and Hanamaru Drift, where, you know, one team starts off strong, the other team kind of has a middle game play, and then you get to the end game and then the other team wins, right? And this felt in a lot of ways similar to that. Both teams had a strong showing. The kills are, you know, very even. Once they actually killed Diablo, it felt like they could engage and actually make things happen there. But just at the end, I think that Shaman camp cost them the game. I think that if they'd been on the point, sent one person to go deal with that the Shaman camp that they'd lost on their side, I think that they would have gotten that Punisher. They would have been in a much better position, and they probably would have won the game.
Yeah, maybe.
All right, it looks like Shamhat says they want first pick, so House of Chez will be picking this map. No one can kill the goodest boy, but the boy's core can be killed. JakeBot, who's the goodest boy? Is that ETC?
Well, there's no Rhaegar in the game, so I don't know how the goodest boy could be.
I know, right? Show those talents again. They're up for most of the game, but just in case, if you want to check those out. And let's go ahead and take just a brief moment while we wait to hear back here from the, I guess, House of Chez on where we're going for game number 2. We'll be back in just a moment.
Eternal battle between light and darkness. The high heavens and the burning hells. Now that conflict continues in a new arena. for the very heart of the Nexus is about to begin. Which side will you choose?
All right, welcome back everybody to the ReGen Invitational, brought to you by Nexus Gaming Series and in support of military and veteran gamers. We're back, coming up on game number 2 here for our best of 3 series, and it's going to be Tomb of the Spider Queen. Pepe Jam, Pepe Lol, it's Anduin. What are we Pepeing? I'm so confused.
Okay, boomer.
You know what?
Did this just become a solo cast?
I think I might just put that game sound back to mute. You guys don't need to hear this abuse. We got one team ready. The other is has not said anything yet, but I'm sure they'll be ready soon.
That was the perfect setup that I could have said something, but I didn't because I'm a nice person.
I don't believe that to be true.
Wow, that's hurtful.
I'm sure that it is. The truth hurts.
Here we go. We got the 3-2-1. Nothing has happened, but we got the 3-2-1. There we go.
Yeah, the game takes some time to load up sometimes. Tomb of
the
Spider Queen, whatever.
This is the home of the spider butts.
The place where heroes come to collect their gems and try to turn them in, sometimes fail miserably and leave them on the ground.
Occasionally, an incredible throw in the boss pit.
Did that happen to you?
That happened to Nexus Cats in Season 5 against Turd Herder's team.
Oh, well there you go.
And I'm sure since then too. But that's what they hurt us with their slam poetry.
Gotcha. Makes sense. All right, well, first ban is going to be on the Diablo, and I am not surprised by that.
He just... Like, I know they eventually got the kill onto him, but he just didn't die so many times.
Yep.
So yeah, it seems like a good ban.
Second ban, the first one here for House of Chez is going to be Leoric. Leoric gets a lot of value here. He's able to clear waves quickly and rotate between lanes very quickly if he's set up for such. Also, entombs here provide a lot of value. The narrow lanes allow for blocking heroes from disengaging or keeping them from engaging. But you know, another thing that Leoric does well against that might get picked here is Deathwing.
Tychus ban.
Not a bad ban. I don't think the Tychus gets as much value here. you know, he's more of the team fight as opposed to the map dependent. So I mean, it's not like he got tons of value on the last map. It was mostly about shredding those tanks. So there's the Zool ban here. So it wouldn't surprise me if we saw a Deathwing. It also wouldn't surprise me if we don't, though. And Johanna's going to be the first pickup here. Johanna gets a lot of value here, having the quick rotations and the wave clear. Pretty solid for her as a tank. Any other heroes you'd like to see here, Lulu?
I mean, the world always needs more Cho'Gall, so Cho'Gall. Also Gul'dan.
Well, Gul'dan has pretty much unlimited wave clear, unlike most of the other mages where they do kind of have a mana bar. Gul'dan pretty much can last forever as long as there's something for him to drain.
Unlimited power.
And an itty bitty living space.
Hey, there's the Stukov for Shamhat.
And the Lunaris. So we're not going to have the double dot team on the side of House of Chez, but both teams do have some potential for that damage over time here. We'll have to see which one of them gets the advantage there. So far, Mal'Ganis in an interesting place. Into the Johanna, there's the Condemn, there's the Blessed Shield, so a couple of different ways to stop potentially an ultimate from him. Also his sleeps, Stukov can silence and push him back, so a couple of ways to deal with that. It's going to be Lucio being banned along with Kael'thas, and the Lucio ban here, like I get that 100 times more than I got it in the last game. So I think that's a really good ban.
Yeah. They obviously didn't want them to have it, and he's even more annoying here.
So Malfurion and Varian now. So, you know, the combination of Malfurion and Mal'Ganis can be pretty rough. And I think we're likely to see... Let's see. So who did Varian play last round? He was the Blaze probably. So he's going to be off lane. I mean, it could be either, but
I think he was the Tychus last.
Oh, was he? Who was the... Oh, was it the dude that was playing Blaze?
The dude was Diablo.
All right, whatever. People playing heroes and stuff.
I do like, we've got a very World of Warcraft team coming out of House of Chez so far. Are they going to make me sad and go to another universe? Drum roll. Find out.
Yep.
Yep. This is why we can't have nice things.
So double mage comp here. All right, so originally I was thinking this is a C-Smash variant, but now I'm thinking maybe it's actually a taunt variant.
I don't know. You know what? Ask me again at about level 4.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's well before Ultimates come online, but I think I'll have a good feel for it at that point.
Fair enough. That seems reasonable. Alrighty then. I forgot to do it in game number 1, but now there's a poll. Who do you think's going to win game number 2? Is it going to be House of Chez on the left, currently up 1-0? Is it going to be Die for Vision on the right? You can vote in chat, hit the drop down, select the team you think's going to win or that you want to win, and then hit the vote button. If you don't hit the vote button, it doesn't count. It's like voting in Florida.
You got so many jokes, Aero.
I do try. All right, well, let's go ahead and get our teams introduced.
Malfurion.
It is not banned, but I can't tell them that. I don't even think I can pause. Yes, no, maybe so. Are they taking it? I can't tell them that it's not banned, but whatever. So anyways, on the left, we've got House of Chez. We got, let's see, who is it? Caribou on Malfurion, Flash on Mephisto, the dude on Gul'dan, Ridley on Mal'Ganis, and Varian going to be played by Chesmix. That's your cue.
Oh, shoot! Diver Vision, they've got Shamhat on Stukov, Sulfide on Lunara, Atlas on the Rexar, Leonidas on Johanna, and Darker Black on Asmodean.
Welcome, Lulu, to the stream, everybody.
I have never done this before, Aero. It's my first time.
All right, Varian being chased down by the Rexar down in the bot lane here. The root going out onto Stukov, but nobody able to follow up just at the moment there. Ridley coming in with the Felt Claws, however, just a little bit off.
Man, I was just here enjoying the start of the match, Aero.
Yeah. Well, Johanna deep into the team here does have Laws of Hope, so the shield's going to be regular spawns. Sulfide here, though, getting a lot of damage from that Gul'dan. Votes are in, and at least according to Twitch chat, saying that House of Chez 75%, 6 votes to 2.
Well, as we learned during the regular season, chat is never right, except for when they are. So we'll see if they can break the curse this time.
These are the kind of pearls of wisdom you can expect out of Lulu.
It either will or won't happen. Correct.
It's not an inaccurate statement. All right, so Leonidas here, right up in the team. But at pre-level 4, doesn't have the additional
Aero. My prediction is it's a taunt Varian.
Oh, okay. Sad he took the Q quest. He is going taunt. I mean, he could have gone smash with that, but yeah. I was pretty sure it was taunt with the Mephisto, and I think it's going to be Durance of Hate. And if it is...
I was right. He's a taunt Varian. Who knew?
Yeah. If it's Durance of Hate, I feel really scared for Die for Vision. Johanna just walking through everybody. Just like...
that was even more than a face check. She just like ran through them.
I don't think that could have been a excuse me, pardon me anymore. Like, you can't get that in this game any more than a Johanna just walking through 4 team members. So what do we got? We got 45 gems available here for House of Chez so far, and 45 now for Die for Vision. Although a few more turned in so far for House of Chez, but they are starting on their Bruiser camp too, so that should help them to get this turn in. Now it's important to note Asmodean here on the side of Die for Vision. Asmodean's a pretty late game hero, sitting at 86 stacks right now, so probably just a little bit behind for getting his 200, by level 10. But level 7 is when Asmodean's going to start getting more of that. Lunara in a bit of danger here, is going to get caught by the sleep. Okay, all right. Varian getting Rexar. Rip.
Yeah,
we missed
Rexar
that.
still had all his gems he had been trying to turn in before that 1v1 broke out, so that's big loss for Die for Vision there.
Yeah, no doubt. That gives quite an advantage for House of Chez, as they're going to go ahead and get this turn in now. Rexar will be up for the defense, and level 7s are up for both teams. So at least at this point, both teams are at full strength. So if you're Die for Vision, you can defend this. And it is Nature's Calling, so Lunara can do a lot of damage onto these as well. Thanks, Murda. Appreciate you stopping by and hitting that donate announcement, making sure that everybody's aware. Don't forget, we did actually get our first goal. God dang it.
I completely missed that one.
So we did get the first goal. The original goal was $500, And we're in the first week, and that was already attained. So the stretch goal, you know what? There's 3 more weeks, or 2, I guess a full week of games and then playoffs. So stretch goal of doubling that. We'll see how that goes. Mephisto coming in, has the root there, but Mal'Ganis getting silenced as he's walking away now.
Cypher Vision is the worst luck in finishing off kills.
Well, eventually, later in the game, as Azmodan grows in power, he'll be able to finish those kills off, assuming he's got the globes.
That's true. Just hit him with the old Dunkarino.
All right, and now Division trying to get some turned in here. Varian's going to stall that out. Rexar's going to get the stun, however. And the Broccoli tanking Misha there. Taunt out onto Lunara. Should be fine. Can Chesmix get away, though? Did look a little bit scary for a moment there between Spine Launcher and Lunara, all those slows. And it hadn't even occurred to me that's going to provide a lot of value at level 16.
Oh, that's a lot of stacked members.
That's a big Night Rush coming from Ridley there. Able to get the kill onto both Stukov and Johanna with the 3 sleeps there. It is going to be Consume Souls, so no kills out of it, but never mind the Horrify coming out. The root is going to prevent Azmodan and the silence. So many ults used.
That's what we call bullying and Lunara.
Why? You know what? Solidarity. Lunara said, you know what? If you're going to kill Azmodan, you're going to kill me too.
That's a true team player right there. Unfortunately for Division, that does mean they were below what they needed for turn in. They've got enough again now, but House of Chez can also turn in, which they are doing.
And bot lane is already pushed up to the wall, so that Web Weaver is going to get pretty close. And oh, nice silence. The leap over the Mephisto. The taunt going out onto Lunara, though. And here comes Mal'Ganis with those Fell Claws, getting the stuns. And we see that Splintered Spear going out onto the wall. But ultimately, just the 1 kill onto Mephisto. But that's a great place for them now. That's going to make it a lot easier for them to defend this.
Yeah, definitely.
Rexar's going to head down bot. Leonidas up in front. You got to watch out for those waves, and keep in mind here soon, the core on this map is going to provide those waves in addition to the Web Weavers. So when you get to the core on these new maps in the next iteration of the game here, you're going to have some additional things to have to deal with.
Yeah, it's going to be a whole new world with the tower and core changes in the next set of anomalies they're releasing.
All right, well, we got 5 versus 4 up in the top lane here. Rexar still dealing with bot lane. Darker Black just barely able to make it out there. You know, maybe? I think it's enough. I was going to say, I don't think Consume Souls is going to get that. Big shout out to Silvara, aka Hunter X, for the military and veteran gamers charity statement there. Here comes Rexar with his boars. The cleanse going out on Mephisto, but it's not gonna matter.
Oop.
But
Lunara also falls.
She flew a little too close to the sun. Taunt going out onto Shamhat, and a massive sleep. Can they make anything work out of it? The root coming out. Azmodan's gonna get rooted.
Low. So poisoned.
And they're gonna get Johanna as well. Absolutely bonkers. And that's kind of what I was talking about early. Like, the Mal'Ganis setting up a sleep, then you've got the root, and Gul'dan has full corruption value there. He's completed echoed corruption there, and that's without assuming anything from Mal'Ganis. I'm sorry, from Mephisto.
Yeah, and Malfurion with the Twilight Dream to
oh yeah, that too.
silence everybody. By the way.
Yeah, I need you to stand still asleep, then stand still for longer, take boatloads of damage, and then I just need you to be real quiet.
Yeah.
Seems like a winning strategy.
It's right up there with just avoid getting CC'd.
Rexar looking to turn in 23 gems here, so a little bit less than half of what Die for Vision needs.
It always feels good to get a whole bunch of gems off of your person.
It does. Absolutely.
And now Rexar is going to go ahead and take the bottom camp for Die for Vision.
Are they looking for a boss play here? Let's see. What do they see? They see absolutely nothing, so they're not.
No,
they're going for
they're just
clearing and turning.
Say this seems like a very bad idea. They're not up at talent here or anything. Seems
Well, we
like
did talk about those boss throws.
Yeah. They said no boss throw today, thank you.
Varian going in after the Rexar. This time Misha getting the stun, taunt coming out. I imagine Rexar gets away. Yeah, he's fine.
Varian was getting bullied by the siege camp too.
Yeah, it feels bad. Johanna in the middle there is going to get put to sleep. Sleep hitting the rest of the backline except for Lunara. And Leonidas, they're getting rooted. I don't think they've got the Indestructible, or the Iron Skin, rather. And it's Gul'dan who's going to get taken out by Azmodan. Consume Souls coming up. Might get the Lunara. Oh, so close. Did Lunara not take Spell Shield? No, she took Let Them Wither. Interesting. So additional slow time. I gotta say, I think Spell Shield would have been really nice here.
Yeah, but she lived. Zukov had her back.
Yep. Well, Silence going out, and you know what? Malfurion getting caught by the level 7 talent there from Azmodan. That All Shall Burn talent, Master of Destruction, causes that to go in an area, and that burst manages to set Malfurion up to fall to the Lunara.
Yeah, now Die for Vision are almost equal in experience, and they've got some nice spider friends pushing with them.
And bot lane's already pretty close, so that's very likely going to fall here. Now, I gotta say, I like what's going for Die for Vision right now, but I gotta say, after the last game, I'm hesitant. I'm hesitant to give them my heart.
You were really hurt by that siege camp call.
I was. I want to see them pull this off. They struggled a little bit at the start, but they're looking real strong here. They've gotten 2 forts down. Top fort is being worked on by the Web Weaver. Mid keep wall down. Leonidas, however, very low. The stun from Misha onto Caribou, but the taunt going out on Johanna and the silence as well. Look at the sleeps. And here comes Carrion Swarm. I didn't even know we had that ult. I don't think we've seen it. Chasing down the Azmodan. Azmodan and Lunara both likely to fall here. And it's just Stukov and Rexar now, but the... Wait, what?
Did he just get waved?
Where did that even happen?
I have no idea. It wasn't on my screen.
What is this? What is this, Malfurion? Well, you know, I mean, Malfurion doesn't really provide a lot of healing for bosses anyways, so I mean, you could maybe go there. They're not going to, though. Wasn't a lot of time. And while Gul'dan has pretty good sustained damage, Mephisto doesn't really for that, so...
Yeah.
Flash coming in looking for the Rexar, but... Right. Alright, here come the Web Weavers now for House of Chez, as top fort will go down. So that is their first structure of the game. The Web Weavers in top lane pretty far up, so Lunar's going to be able to take that out. It'll take her a little bit, but she'll get it down pretty decently. As House of Chez coming into the mid lane to see if they can't get a little bit more value in this mid lane here going forward. That's a serious death when Aero zooms in. Indeed. There's the silence from Shamhat there. Taunt going out again onto Johanna, the Twilight Dream. But Caribou's so extremely low. Like, Lunara could potentially double Leaping Strike and get that Caribou. Or Azmodan. There's that Leaping Strike, and look at how low they are.
The Leaping Strike and the silence.
All right, go get boss now.
Everybody's going top?
All right, you love to see it. They get the power play. They've got 2 kills now. They're just a little bit behind in XP. Not too bad. Rexar's going to clean up the lane, and you know what? They do have pretty decent, consistent boss damage in Lunara. Even from Azmodan, it's not terrible. So with Azmodan sitting at 344 stacks, he's not too far off from having that 400. I wonder if we'll see him take Pride, or if he'll instead go into the upgraded Grunts. If they'll even get there. They don't have enough for turn, though. They're only at 40 total out of 60. So I think that this needs to be them pushing with boss to get this keep down.
And that is what they're doing, while also sending Rexar to go take care of the camp in the mid lane and get them a little closer to 20.
Mephisto trying to get that damage spread out. Does pretty significant amount of damage there. And keep in mind, every time he hits heroes with his abilities, he's reducing the cooldown of his abilities. So he's able to come back in pretty quickly. Boss already at half health.
Cypher Vision does have their 20s now.
Indeed.
Except for Azmodan, who has not yet chosen his 20. But they do get the keep top lane.
And the boss nearly expired, so Die for Vision is going to go ahead and pull back. They're in a very strong position, but level 20 is coming up here for House of Chez in just a moment. And they almost have enough for a full turn-in now, does Die for Vision. So, and it's actually going to be, what is this? Sin's Grasp. So it's going to be a slow and reduces the cooldown. Interesting. All right, fair enough. So full-on all shell burn. I don't think I've ever taken that talent. So I'm interested to see how that turns. And I'm not saying it's a bad talent. I'm just saying I like Pride so much. Gives you bigger booms and wider booms. Varian looking for the Azmodan, not quite able to get there. Indestructible there for Johanna, so she's going to be able to survive a little bit better for some of those engagements there. Mephisto trying to turn in, doesn't have enough. Here come the Boars, and they have roots. Looking for the Chez mix. Can they get it? Mephisto's in the backline. Leonidas going, and a big sleep. Here comes the Consumed Souls. Lunara trying to take care of Gul'dan. The Twilight Dream getting value onto Rexar. The blind is a bat. But there's...
Oh, no.
There's a feigned death. Lunara ultimately falling to Gul'dan, and Shamhat knocking the team back. The sustain of House of Chez just too good. They do have catapults on core, however. 3 of them here. I think the minions eventually will be fine and take this out, but it's still a threat. It's still going to get core damage if they don't get somebody back there. So that's going to keep Die for Vision in this game.
Yeah, they also had a siege camp in the bot lane that just took out the last tower, and so that keeps pretty exposed now.
And you know what? Die for Vision has almost enough for a turn. They're sitting at 9 away. So 15 seconds until Lunara's back on the map here. And I think that ultimately, I think the biggest thing that they could have done differently there is Lunara, you know, trying to sit on the Gul'dan. Probably, you know, we could tell that it didn't quite work out. But I think if Lunara's in closer to the rest of the team, maybe she can do more. I'm not sure about the roots from Rexar. They don't have Lunara here. And they're going to sacrifice Misha, I think. Yeah. And we're going to continue on with this engage. That is a little bit awkward with Rexar not having Misha there. Big Carrion Swarm upgrade is going to get everybody asleep. And the damage from Gul'dan, Leonidas going to be able to make it out thanks to Indestructible. But Stukov not so lucky. Could not get the heal off.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Making use of that level 20. Getting the slow out onto the Malfurion. What game is this? This is Heroes of the Storm, Crafty Trent. Oh, see, I want you to know I said it before you said it. This is the ReGen Invitational, number 3. Round of 16, the first round. And next week we'll be round 2. Yeah, House of Chez and Die for Vision shows on the screen. I figured that part they could read.
House of Chez got the web weavers, is what I was saying. Aero.
Oh! I suppose they did, didn't they? Now, Johanna does not have Indestructible now. There's a big root from Rexar here. The web weaver's coming in. And it's really just the one that's a threat. So starting here, cleaning it up, it's going to be a big value for Die for Vision. And they've got Lunara, they've got Asmodan to do a lot of damage onto these web weavers. But Johanna getting very low. Consume Soul's not going to manage. How is Stukov that far up before the Horrify? Well, there goes Johanna now as well. And this is looking really strong for House of Chez. I don't know if Die for Vision's got anything left in the tank to deal with this. Asmodan's like the main hope. Lunara had to Hearth. But this web weaver's getting some damage onto Core. The shielding is gone. Lunar's going to get stunned by the Fell Claws there, and Asmodan's able to get the Gul'dan, but he falls. Core at 60%. Just Rexar and Lunara. Fury's so low. If she could just get a leaping strike, he'd die, but that's not the threat to your Core. The damage is it's just so low, but there's just nothing they can do, and it's House of Chez coming out with a 2-0. Yep, wrong one. 17 kills to 9. Statistics up on your screen. Match summary tonight brought to you by the partnership of Nexus Gaming Series and our charity tonight, Military and Veteran Gamers. If you have the opportunity, feel free, hit the exclamation mark donate, visit the site there, and throw a couple bucks. So, Lulu, let's go ahead and head over to the... are you in the Invitational Discord?
Yes.
Okay, let's hop over there and go get an interview with our... Well, whoever from House of Chez, I guess. It may not be Flash, but it could be somebody.
Hey.
Welcome, and it is Flash from House of Chez. How you feeling after that big win over?
Feel good, man. That was a run back from season 8, so we're pretty happy about that one.
Awesome. So, tell me a little bit about what you did to prepare for the Invitational.
I mean, mostly just like, you know, we practice on days X, Y, and Z, and we just like practiced up a little bit. Like we did our homework on them and just made sure, like, you know, got rid of their comfort picks so that way they'd have to play something a little out of the ordinary for them, and that's.
You cut off there. I heard,
oh.
And that's, and then you just stopped. Was there more?
Yeah, and that was about it anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so this is a team you guys have played at least one other time, right? You played them in season 8.
Yeah, I think
NGS.
we played them season 8, and that's it.
Mm-hmm. And so just comparing where you guys were last NGS season compared to where you are now, how are you feeling? Like, how did that match go before against them? And was it similar? Do you feel like you were better prepared this time than you were last time? Tell us a little bit about the difference there.
I think just both times we drafted better. And we have the dude on our team now who's a little more flexible with DPS characters, which is great. So we have a little more flexibility with our draft. So I think overall in both games, we just plain drafted better. At certain times, we did not play better. I'll tell you that much. But we definitely drafted better than they did.
Well, I don't know. Did you watch the stream before this one as well?
I did not. We were actually
fine.
warming up.
Yeah, I figured. So you can go back and watch that. But what I did notice between both of these games was that there were moments. It was kind of like a wave, right? You guys started off strong, and then in both scenarios, the other team, you know, got kind of this big push in the middle, and you're like, uh-oh, House of Chez, I don't know. And then, we got this, and then you guys win the game. So how do you guys, going forward, like, is that just how you want to kind of focus, is have this like late game push and win the game, or is there any adjustments you're looking to make? Like, what can we expect from House of Chez going into season 9 of Nexus Gaming Series?
I think this is me personally, and my team has heard this from me a million times over. I think the key is playing to win versus playing to not lose, because we've done that countless times where sometimes it's just like we play too safe and just let the inevitable happen slower, versus, okay, we got to make a play here. Or like, for example, in that last Tomb of the Spider Queen game, like, they engaged on us and, you know, they got their boars and their blessed shield and shit, and it's like, you know what, we got to commit to this. It's not back out, it's commit, and we came out on top.
Absolutely true. Lulu, what questions do you have for Flash?
So you guys are House of Chez.
We are.
You have a Chez mix on your team.
We do. He is the namesake.
Okay. All right. How long have you guys been together as a team?
We're actually all, for the better part, friends in real life. So we've been around since the game.
Oh, very cool. Why did you name it after Chez?
I mean, it's one of those, you got to be in the club to know the name, you know? you got to be a part of the club.
Fair enough. Wow. Rejected.
Rip.
Sorry.
She was gonna have another question or two, but you just threw off.
No. I just quit. This is the last match I'm casting. Everybody, bye.
All right. Well, so Flash, one last question for you. Any particular moment tonight that actually I'm gonna have another question because it just popped in my head. But any particular moment tonight where you really just want to make sure that you highlight that moment because it was just so good?
Any particular moment that I want to highlight? The unselfish moment was the taunt by Varian at the very end of that last game that just sealed the deal. And we killed whoever. I was either Johanna or Lunara. I forget who it was. But either way, the taunt at the very end sealed the deal. The selfish moment was drafting Double Mage on Tomb of the Spider Queen because that was my idea.
Fair enough.
But overall, I should not be selfish. The entire team played great, and that was a night where we all clicked. And
so here's my other question, which just popped in my head. So, consume souls.
Yes.
With when you started this draft specifically for game 2, game 1, whatever. Game 2, I was thinking, okay, you're going double mage. You've got Varian, likely going to be a taunt Varian, and then you've got the sleeps plus the roots. Why not Durance in that case?
So I think I was a little more nervous of our fear sort of spreading them out when I wanted Durance. I think I was just a little more nervous about... We've never actually run Gul'dan Mephisto before, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to take the safe ult, which is Consume, and just run with that. I don't want to waste a cooldown on not hitting something because, you know, our fear split them up, or maybe something else you know what I mean? Like, I didn't want to take that chance. Like, we had enough things to hold them down anyway between sleeps and roots and taunts, and, you know, I didn't want to take the chance of, like, why do I need another thing to hold?
So I'm going to go ahead and translate that for Twitch chat. What he said was he thought the dude was bad.
No,
and was going to screw it all up for the whole team.
The dude is a new addition to our team, and we love him to death. He's been a great part and a great teammate. But we've never run that particular comp before, and I thought, you know what, Consume is the safe bet, and at the very least, it at least chunks them enough because they had a lot of characters that were weak to spell damage as it was. So I think that was the safe bet.
No, it was totally fun. So, yeah. double Mephisto there for you. Game 1, Game 2. You also had some Mephisto in the earlier game, so I felt like I was just watching a whole night of Mephisto.
I mean, he's good right now, man. You can't deny it.
Yeah, I think he's a fantastic hero. So, all right, we've come to the end. Any shout-outs you'd like to make?
Shout-outs to the whole team, man. The Dude, Ridley, Caribou, Chesmix, and Mariners 005, and even the people who have not played in several months, which is No Dice, Death of Icarus, who actually played the other day. And who else is on the team? I think that's it, actually. That's everybody. But yeah, shout-out to the whole team. My team is awesome. Go ahead.
All righty. Well, thanks for stopping by, Flash. Good luck in the rest of the tournament. By the way, do you happen to know who your next opponents are?
I have no freaking clue.
Would you like to know?
Yeah, go for it. I want to hear it.
Oh, it's me and my team.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh, does that mean you're with Recyclic?
It means that Recyclic is with us, yes.
I was going to say, I'll have to drive down the street, punch him in the mouth, and then go play the...
So be careful of that, because he's not the only one that lives in New Jersey.
Oh, really? No, I'm just kidding. Recyclic, if you're watching, man, super shout out. Hope to see you after this quarantine.
Right on, man. All right, have a great night, and good luck next week, and let's chat after this to get something on the schedule.
Totally, man. Hey, thank you very much for casting. We really appreciate it.
Absolutely. All right, well, let's go ahead and update the bracket and show everybody at home what that looks like real quick.
Hey, Aero.
Hey, Lulu.
Can I just point out that you are on Recyclic's team, not
No.
the other way around? By the way,
you can't. Sorry, that was 3 seasons
Rick,
ago.
I wish you were here. I wish you got to hear that live on stream.
So here is the rest of our bracket here. So coming up, possibly even right now, I'm gonna check to see if Bahamut's casting this right now, and if so, I think that's where we're gonna send everybody. Let's see, Twitch. Hopefully I don't get a blast of sound here. Probably will. Let's see, what is he doing? He's doing something. Round of 16. When is Roll 1 versus Randy Newman? That is the next matchup for Bahamut Gaming, so let's actually check on that. You know what? Brackets. Let's see. Oh, it's just bracket. I know my commands. There we go. So that is the invitational bracket, and that is at what time is that? Why are you freaking out my computer?
Wait, one of the tiers is called the invitational bracket?
Yes.
That's so confusing. Okay.
Yeah, it's the ReGen Invitational bracket.
All right.
Okay, so I can't load that page. It's freaking out my system. So let's see on the...
What are you looking for?
I was checking out the time. I want to see when their next game is. Where is that? Place match times here. Here we go. So it's Roll 1 and... Who did I say? Randy Newman.
Yes.
There it is. So it's at 10:30, so in a half an hour. So I'm going to send everybody over to Bahamut so that everybody can watch his stream, finish up here, and then go into the next ReGen Invitational match. But before we go, Lulu, is there anything that you would like to say to Twitch chat?
Yeah, if you're looking for something to do this weekend, Sunday at 9 Eastern, you should check out the Spam semifinals match for the Eastern Coast. It's going to be Party Animals versus Jailbait, and that's going to be over at twitch.tv/moistweenus. You should check it out. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Excellent. And yeah, NGS Season 9 coming up soon, so make sure you catch the Media Hall here a week from Sunday, so same time slot, just next week, I believe is when they're announcing placements. Good luck, everybody, in that. And again, if you're here, if you're watching, if you've got a few bucks, you know, click on that donate link, send a few bucks over to the Military and Veteran Gamers charity there. Help things out. We appreciate it. And again, have a wonderful night, everybody. Thanks for stopping by.
Bye.